Hello, I'm Heidi Hartman, and I'm a fourth grade teacher over at Alexander Middle School, and we've been using Bridges for full implementation last year and this year.
So if you were making a number line and you were putting the numbers on a number line between 5,000 and 6,000, you're saying that 5,328 would be closer to 5,000 than 6,000. Did I rephrase that correctly? Did you think it? Okay, good.
I'm Mitchell Fisher and I teach 5th grade reading, writing, math, and number corner in the afternoon. To get to 30, and then the last little bit.
I took away 3 to get to 27.
And then she jumped 3 to get to 27. And what'd you get for the total difference?
27.
27. 3 plus 20 plus 4 is 27.
One of the things that we've really been working on is getting the kids to use their math language when they're talking, using math terms, being able to talk to each other about their thinking in math and sharing how they're solving problems and why they chose to solve them that way.
Okay, so you did rounding, right?
Yep.
Why'd you round it the way you did?
Because 850, 50 is higher. Let's see what could compare it to 2. So 2, let's see, 4 lower. It'd be the lower number.
When they're working with partners, they use it. Or when they're in the class, sharing out an answer or response, they're using the vocabulary. So it's almost just becoming, well, we call it math talk. When we're in Bridges and number corner, we need to be talking about math, and then they're using the vocabulary when we're talking about math.
Normally when I subtract decimals, I take away the decimal to get, so I got 172 from 17.2, and then 8.9, I took away the decimal, took away the decimal to get 89, subtracted that to get 83, and then added the decimal.
The first 2 years we were working with it, it was really hard to use because the kids did not have the background language. And with the elementary school implementing the number corner piece last year, I've noticed a difference in their math talk and being able to communicate what they're thinking and why they're thinking that in math. It's been a huge bonus to have that piece, and I can't wait for the next couple of years to see how it rolls out as the kids are using it from kindergarten on.
What I like most about the Bridges curriculum that we're adopting this year is that it really drives the students to try and find multiple ways to solve each problem. Through the problem strings or the workplace games, the students are really discovering different strategies to go through. And when they find these strategies, it may not be the best fit for them, but they have all these different strategies at their disposal, so they can try each one out in a different scenario. May it be a game, may it be a discussion, partner work, group work, or a problem string. They can try all these out, figure out which strategy works best for them so that they can be more successful and use that in the future.
So I got 54 minus 27, so I was doing 54 and you'd minus 4, and then from 50 you would want to minus 20 to get to 30, and then you'd want to minus 3 to get to 27.
Okay.
And then it'll be 27 for the answer.
How'd you get this one?
I did just the up and down subtraction.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got 27.
Okay, so you've got a couple strategies. Number line, up and down subtraction. Which one do you like better?
Up and down subtraction.
Why is that?
It's easy and faster.
Some of the things that they're struggling with is Bridges is huge on partner work, huge on sharing, and huge on doing things together in groups. And we can't quite do that because of all of our COVID restrictions this year. So we do the best we can, and sometimes it gets a little bit louder in this classroom because they're shouting across from several feet away versus working right next to each other. In the past, they would have, be working off of one sheet, and now they're separate sheets. So in fact, there's a lot of bonuses with that too, because they really have to be engaged in their own stuff and share, because they can't always see what the other person is doing. So they have to share their part. So I'm taking a negative and turning it positive here.
I would say the biggest challenge is, like I say that, it is rigorous and challenging, but for us having a full quarter off, I don't want to say off, but at home, there are some gaps. So trying to bring the students back up has been a challenge, but I think the most benefit and the reward is the variety, group mentality, working with others, and then I would say too that it just forces them to use vocabulary. Vocabulary is really ingrained in the curriculum, and they forces the students to use that, and then the more that they use it, it just becomes part of their everyday conversation.
I just normally do stack math, kind of. All I do is I kind of just hold the numbers to the side on that, like the points after it, the decimal after it, the number after the decimal. I take that and hold it off to the side, and then I minus just what I have to get my answer.
I'm just very excited that we chose this curriculum, that we're using it, and me teaching Number Corner last year has really set us up for that, just to give me a little taste of it. But I like how Number Corner and Bridges go hand in hand. That Number Corner facet is the review, preview, and recovery, and you can definitely see the connections between both of the curriculums.
I really enjoy seeing how the kids are growing in math and in their thinking. I feel like we are progressing further than we were a year ago in math, just due to the piece of implementing it slowly at the elementary school up to here.